Okay, we are now streaming.
All right, call to order for the December 2nd, 2024 park board meeting. And everybody's here, so David, Danae, Jeff, Candy, and David.
Time is 5:30.
Here at 5:30 p.m. First item, approval of minutes.
I make a motion, we approve as written. Sorry, I read them ahead of time. Yeah, y'all didn't.
This is for the November 4th,
Yes, I'll second
2024
that,
special
yes.
call.
All in favor?
You got
Aye.
The 20.
And it's 24.
24, yeah.
24.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
that's
me.
right.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay.
Visitors and commissioners.
Okay, so that's with,
Within
With-
as amended.
As
As
amended.
amended. 24.
Yes. Did I end it, David?
I don't know. Ready for visitor petition?
Absolutely.
All right, Grayson, you look like you have something you want to say, sir.
Oh, yes, sir, I do.
All right, let me see if I can set this up over here for you.
Means you code if you don't mind. So. Should work. Thank y'all for letting me be here. My name is Grayson Lightfoot, as you already heard. I am a Boy Scout with the local Troop 44 in Benton, Kentucky. I was coming here to request permission to do an Eagle Scout project in the Calvert State Park out here local. The Eagle Scout project is a very tricky thing. There's a few forms to go through, but I was thinking to build a Gaga ball pit out in your park. I have a few forms that I can hand out for y'all to see. Pass that around whatever you'd like. And for some of you guys, if you don't know what Gaga ball is, I know it's a fairly new-ish sport. I also have that. There's a few pictures and the rules and regulations of it. Do I need to bother explaining what it is? Or...
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My family loves it. Go ahead.
So Gaga ball pit is a children's sport. It age range all the way up as far as you like, but it's fairly active. You sit or you build about a knee-high, waist-high pit. It's 8 sides or more or less. I've seen them built of all sorts of shapes, sizes, materials, different grounds. It is one for all. You all kind of stand there in the pit and there is a Gaga ball, typically a volleyball, dodgeball, some kind of activity ball. And then you take turns. We don't take turns, but you hit it around trying to get each other out of the pit by hitting the other people's thighs and knees. There's a few more specifics. The game varies by rules, special regulations with whoever you play with. I've seen it, you're out if you get hit waist down, you're out if you get hit knee down, whichever specific style. I know my troop out of Benton loves playing it. We play it all the time. A lot of the troops out here at summer camp and things like that play it all the time as well. But I noticed that you don't have one here in Calvert City. And I was looking to not only change that, but also do that for my Eagle Scout project. So that form that I handed you, those 2 pieces of paper, that is to hopefully let you guys, to help you better understand what the project beneficiary is, which is what I'm asking Calvert State Parks to be for this project. But the project beneficiary is the benefiting organization that I work with for the project to get it out to everyone. It can be a lot of things. I've seen it before as churches, schools, religious institutions, other things like that. I'm doing this under the auspices of the community or government branch, as you guys are. I have a proposal. It's fairly rough. I'm still working out a fully typed out drafted version. You can pass that around and look at that if you'd like to as well. But that is what I have written so far. My plan for the most part is to build a Gaga ball pit out here. It'd be maintained by the city. I think that's about it. If you guys have any questions.
Is this
happy to answer.
completed?
So that is a rough draft. I will type it out later.
Okay.
But that is, I wanted to bring something to be able to show you guys.
Yeah.
So that you have.
When it's completed, I'd like to get a copy of it so I can
Yeah,
pass it
no problem.
around to everybody, okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Will this be built out of wood or combination?
So it really depends. I was thinking wood just for ease of materials and workability. I've seen ones made out of plastic. I would prefer wood though.
Okay, that's what I've seen too.
What does the ground, does it have to, would you have to pour
So-
concrete?
So the ground, you can do a variety of different things. You can do things like grass or dirt. You could do things like mulch or some other loose ground covering. Typically, I think I would prefer concrete. Just because there's low maintenance. If you get something in there like grass, you have to weed it out. And if it's dry or wet or whatever, that affects how you play as well. So I would probably do concrete and then you pour it.
We need a smooth surface though, correct?
Yes, yeah.
And do you have a particular place in mind back here in the park?
So I have been around y'all's park out in Calvert City a few times.
Mhm.
I was thinking either over by like the baseball fields, down there, with your park materials, things like that. Or up by your park up on top of the hill. Out by
The
where the
skateboard
soccer,
park.
yeah, the skateboard park.
I like the idea of the baseball field because like kids that are siblings that are there
Mhm.
and just are running wild. I mean, they have the playground, but this would be an added,
That's right, yeah.
they love it, so. I mean, but either one would be great. And do you have like a budget or? a
So in terms of budget, everything on the Eagle Scout project is supposed to be fundraised by me, the Eagle Scout candidate. So I would do all the fundraising, I would post events, post ads, whatever else, but I would get the fundraising for that. And I would provide that. So the city, it doesn't cost anything to the city.
John, to your knowledge, has anything like this been done before, like for an Eagle Scout project?
Not for that. Eagle Scout projects we've had before have been working with benches, redoing benches, actually did some bat boxes, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But they've never done a facility type thing. The one thing is I need to see the proposal and completion so we can look at it. I've got to run it through the safety and make sure that whatever is proposed is going to meet the safety standards that are prescribed by the state.
Yes.
So, and then we can work from there on that.
Yeah, and so I mean, I'd really be happy to work with the city doing this. I'd probably want at least somebody to be able to contact so I can just get all the smaller, finer details worked out through that, because I know there are things like rules and regulations and permits and all sorts of manner of things like that that would need to work out.
So, yeah, that's fine. How much area is it 22 by 20? Yeah, 20 by
Yeah.
22. It's not a very big area.
No,
Okay, we'll take a look at the thing down by the ball fields.
I mean, that was just my first thought, but either place would be great. Cause even at the soccer fields are the same thing.
Well, I mean, I don't disagree with that area. I'm just trying to see, I'm just trying to think for locations on that. Because I don't want to get into the T-ball and then if we go. I don't know that we're using soccer down that far on that backside of
Right.
2.
Soccer would be if it was up here.
True, but I'm talking about
Soccer.
that field that used to be, I don't know, is it a football field or something? It used to be it's on the outside of fields 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Behind the,
Yeah,
Oh,
soccer
yeah.
field way back in the day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah,
That we played on.
yeah. But I don't know, it may be that may be a good area, because that's just the other side of the playground.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about now?
I think so. It's been a while since I've been out here.
Okay. I'll get you my card so you can we'll have contact and stuff like that. Then we get everything together for your final presentation and we'll come back and add that.
Yeah.
Any questions they've got or should have, we can answer those and get those to them.
Yeah, I really just wanted to kind of reach out here today and just see if this is something that the Parks Department is interested in. Firstly, that way I can get contact and actually
Sure.
start working, fleshing this out. I have a form that I can have you guys sign if you want. That just says you're kind of willing to do this project. I'll work through it. That'll be in the bottom left, kind of square there. But that would be the form that y'all would sign, so that we can do this project. If you need more things before you do that, whatever else, you want to talk more, you want to flesh out things like that, I can. But that is one of the things that I need signed before I can actually do things like fundraising and buying materials, supplies.
Sure.
Something we want to have a discussion about?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
you.
Good job.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right, that way you-
Felt like doing blows and rows the whole time. Like I literally marked a line like I do in class. I have him in class.
Yeah.
We do a ton of presentations, and
Oh.
like we critique presentations like all the time, and so
Oh,
it's
you
like.
must be so
I-
proud.
like,
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you did a great job. I'll give you your opportunities for, you know.
I'll look forward to it.
Awesome.
Well, if y'all don't need us further, don't want to discuss, we'll step out.
Yeah.
All right, worries.
Well, they won't make the decision tonight. We'll need to see the final and that way we can go. And that way we'll know what we're looking for and what, if there's anything else to go on that, but you guys are interested in moving forward, though, right?
What kind of
They're
time
interested in
frame do you
moving forward,
have?
so yeah, go ahead and proceed with getting your stuff together, so for your
That's my
final
question.
presentation,
Yep, I appreciate
and
it.
then we'll go from there.
Okay.
What kind of time frame do you have to where you have to get that turned in?
So time frame, like what I need, I don't have much in terms of like what like due dates that anything is specifically required. I was thinking to be able to finish this up, start work in the spring when it's not so cold out, obviously. And then finish hopefully by the end of spring. It shouldn't take too long in terms of fundraising and getting supplies. But I was really hoping to start fundraising in the winter time and then when spring rolls around, actually get out there and start working.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I think you'd have a final proposal for January.
I should, yeah.
All right, January 6th is our next regular meeting, is that not correct? So January 6th is the next regular meeting, don't you see if you can come back to that, and if you need me for anything in between, just contact City Hall.
Yep.
Now, if I'm not here, they'll transfer you to me, okay? All right,
Thank you.
good deal.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take this again.
Yeah, sure.
For you. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Do you want to keep this, or you want us to keep this form?
That one you all can keep, you can look it over.
All right, hang on to this one, okay? Very good.
Yeah. Yep, that should be all done.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Uh-huh.
Excellent. Oh, I know y'all want to look here. Right. In old business. Right now, the restroom is close to being completed. The only thing they have left really is just final deck or trim work that they're having to wait on. I think they were waiting on a sink or countertop that hadn't come in, and they were waiting on a manufactured piece for that, for the front embellishment on the front of that. So it's very close to being finished. Now this will be a year-round controlled environment. So it's gonna be air conditioned in the summertime and heated in the winter, so. But we should be finishing it up shortly. Now, we've still got some concrete work to do, but we're waiting again. The bids for the pickleball court are in this Friday at 10:30. So we'll know then what we're looking at cost-wise on the pickleball. The guys right now, they're course, they're doing leaf work. They're also doing tree trimming throughout the park. That'll take them the rest of the winter to go through the tree trimming. So it's just that much to go on with.
Does it
But
look
they've
like
been
the-
working on that. They've got the park almost completed and ready to go for Saturday's events. You have, in front of you, a list of the events for Saturday. The day schedule, you got the bazaar from 9 AM to 4 PM. There's actually 5 locations: Altona Baptist Church, Calvert City Civic Center, First Baptist Church, Lakeland Event Center, and then, well, they're gonna have food trucks in Memorial Park. So it's actually 4 bazaar locations. Now, this is a 1-day thing. It's only from 9 to 4. So if you're interested in the bazaar, make sure that they're out there and going quick. I like they've got a ton of people that I can't remember the number, but it's unbelievable how many people have signed up as vendors for this. The Light Up Calvert is from 4 to 6. That'll be down, it'll be here at Doctors Park, over here behind the Civic Center, or over here in the field behind the library, as well as Memorial Park. We're gonna have our first ever hot air balloon glow. They've got 10 balloons coming, 5 in each park. Memorial Park will have 5, and there'll be 5 up here behind the library. There's gonna be carnival games, inflatables, food trucks, cookie decorating, hot chocolate, and then they're gonna have a live nativity organized by the Calvert City United Methodist Church. The tree lighting ceremony will be at 5:30. And they will probably wind up working with the balloon glows. It'll work along with that. And then carnival games. Now I will put on here, these are provided by several entities: Marshall County Library, Calvert City, State Farm in Calvert City. That's Miss Washer is the agent there. Custom Automotives, and then Calvert Area Development Association, or CADA, as most people know it. And then from 6 to 7, that's going to be the 65th Calvert City Lions Club Christmas Parade. And that's going to be on 5th Avenue. Let's see, those are going to participate in the parade, can line up beginning at 4:45 PM, and the judging will begin at 5:30 with the parade beginning at 6. See, they're gonna have a photo shoot with Santa at the Civic Center after the parade. Is that right? Yes, after the parade. Plus, I think the Lions Club is gonna have free hot dogs and drinks as well. So let's see, and that's activities there. Now, there's more intricate details on the balloons, because they're gonna have some other things going on. That is Saturday. The balloons arrive. The Friday they arrive.
This is Friday, I was meeting.
Yeah, on the 6th, they arrived. They check, well, let's check in. There's a pilots meeting, but they won't start anything until then. They've got competitive flights during the day on Saturday. That's from 7 to 8.
What are the competitive flights?
These are actually their competition flights. They're actually they come in and they try to drop a target or something at a target. The one with the closest wins. They'll have to review. Balloon glow is from 4:30 to 5:30. Let's see. Then on Sunday, they've got another one, a competitive flight on Sunday, and then they'll have a awards breakfast at 10:30 that morning. It's going to be a big weekend. You should have on their maps also attached that show you where the activities are. So,
Let's get up to 50.
is there anything else that I'm missing on there?
We'll be that morning.
No, that was all I had. I talked to the guys today, and right now they're just tied up and trying to get Blair and her deal together, so.
Oh, I bet.
Amazing. That is so amazing.
Where are these balloons coming out of? Where are they coming out of?
The balloons,
Yeah, what?
I'm not really
I'm
sure.
curious.
They come from all over the place. They can come, they compete and stuff like that. This won't be as big a deal as it was earlier in the year because this is kind of,
Off season.
it's off season. Yeah, and, but they are coming in, so. Have you all ever been to a balloon glow?
Well, they have it Friday night.
It's absolutely
It
beautiful.
really is.
It is absolutely beautiful. It really is.
So you can be at Memorial or at Doctor's Park and see it,
Yeah,
because there are gonna be 5 there and 5 here.
that's great.
Okay, I just wanna make sure I'm
Right
not
now.
wrong
Yeah.
spot.
So those balloons are very colorful to begin with. But when they light them up at night with those fires in them, it's almost like Christmas lights in there. So it's just really, really cool.
That's
And
awesome.
for the glow, they're just gonna go up and
No, they're just gonna actually, they're lighting them up and
they're gonna stay on the ground.
I don't know if they're tethering or not.
That's what I thought. They just go up on a tether.
Well, if it's a tether, then you have the ability to, some pilots might, I don't know what their issue is on how they're gonna do that. But tethering is one of those deals where they'll go up, you can pay to go up or so, yeah, and then they'll bring it back down, so.
But as far as in the morning, these competitions, they're gonna go off somewhere, they're gonna go up and fly over and
That's correct,
so. Cool.
yeah, so
Are
I
we
mean, yeah,
advertising that people can go watch?
they
that?
can watch them come in, yeah.
Okay, good.
I wanna say the target is out here behind, you know where it is it, am I telling it right?
Well, it says fly in.
Blair, if you can hear me, I hope I'm not telling this wrong, but I think the drop in here behind us, over here in Doctor's Park, I think.
I
is
saw
where-
those big old stones in the open area.
Over here,
Mhm.
I thought so too.
Is that
Like
what
when they fly in Louisville, it's all over the town. You just all day long, you'll see them.
Yeah.
It's flying versus, but the thing on Friday night of Derby Week is pretty impressive.
Oh, I bet.
But I'm supposed to be helping with it, and I think last time she said since we changed it, it won't be the tethering thing, I don't think.
Okay, I didn't think it was either this time. I think that's what I heard her tell me.
They'll just
So,
stay on the ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
but there will be the balloon glow and there will be the competition. You can watch them coming in on Saturday and Sunday, both Saturday and Sunday morning.
Fantastic.
And that's all I have, sir.
I'm getting on this Gaga ball. Is this something that we would probably design it ourselves and just let him fundraise? Tell him what we have to have?
I think that would probably take away from his ability to get his points for the Eagle Scout. He's gonna have to design it. He's gonna have to do the whole thing.
Well, he's gonna have to do that, but we're gonna have to, I'll have to work with him
Yeah.
and
Right.
with the,
Yeah. back and
with
forth.
safety
We're
to
gonna
make
pour
sure.
Well,
See, I'm not so sure about the concrete. I've got really, before I make any decisions or say anything on that, I wanna make sure I talk to somebody because. And it may be a concrete pour, I don't know, but that's a good sized concrete.
well, looking at his supplies list, he didn't have anything in there mention of concrete or anything like that.
No.
Of course, that's a
It's a
completely
left-handed
different
one.
budgetary thing, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
So,
So I mean, it's just something we'll just have to take a look
It
at and
could be
see,
constructed.
because I gotta make sure that whatever he does is gonna be acceptable. I mean, it's like, you know, I love the fact that he's come up with this and I think it's a great idea. Right, we just gotta make sure that what we're doing is gonna be something that we can actually say yes to.
And I've even seen, someone built this for our church at one time as an Eagle Scout project, and it was, even where it can be taken in and out of the ground, like it has a permanent holder, but the panels itself could be taken out, like in the winter, and so they would,
yeah, it looks like it's.
it snaps
octagonal.
together kind of, you know, in all those
Like the
different corners.
wood slats can kind of just
Right.
slide in.
Right,
Right.
so, I mean, you know, the upkeep on it and all that.
This
Yeah.
looks like those egging the, like at playgrounds that.
The plastic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
I
Oh, yeah.
would rather have. those,
Yeah, I've
but I
seen one of
think it
those
would
too.
look nicer than the-
But like you said, we're just gonna have to wait. He's gonna have to.
Well, if you-
Yeah, I need to find out, cause I need to find out if using a concrete, of course, anything that's you know, you got basketball and you got all that, so I've gotta find out if this is something. You know, that needs to have some kind of surface, if it needs to be a rubberized surface, or if this is something that works for. You know, just on concrete or asphalt.
I think of course tonight, we're just Or like,
And you-
yeah, he's gonna have to come and present again, in January and just show us his
But
final project for us to be.
if he'll coordinate with me, we'll be able to come up with the answers he needs to make his final presentation and get it together with his budget, so.
We haven't thought about it. Or I
Oh, I
haven't,
have,
you
but I
have,
just thought.
yeah.
I've never heard of it.
I haven't either. I'm just trying to wrap my head
Young kids
around
love
it.
it.
This looks like
They slapped the
a
ball.
hole missing and it goes out of the pit and it.
No.
Well, that's
you
the whole point. It has to
climb
stay
in the
down.
pit.
It has to
does,
stay down.
but
You're in the pit.
You're gonna get eliminated if you kick it outside.
See, it doesn't require skill. That's what all the kids love. It's, you know, even little girls that are, you know, fragile, as I say, can still play.
You
You
gotta
can't
slap
hit it
it
with a
with your
closed fist. It has to be open fist and it has to stay below the waist and there's all kinds of rules.
And then just jump out of the way, so it just.
Yeah, once you're out, you just hop out of the outside of it and it just narrows it down immediately. Once it's two, it.
Well, there's rules and then there's kids who don't know the
Oh,
rules.
Well, you and I played it all the time at 4-H camp, so that's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much all that they.
Well, I'm
do.
just looking at, I'm looking at what they have here. There's lots of room for it to just jump outside of the
What's
boundaries.
what's the
Well, I
ball?
was saying-
But
I
you
don't
keep
know.
it real
Kickball,
low.
you know,
You
like
have to
basketball.
keep it low.
You
If
put
it goes
some-
out, then
You're
you're.
out. If the ball goes out, you're
You
out.
knock poo balls outside the pool. You know, that's, you know.
You had to bring
I
it-
think that's a
had to
good
bring-
location is down there amongst the. You got kids that gives them something to do other than just.
It's low maintenance.
If they
can
want
play
to.
volleyball, they can play.
Yeah.
Mhm. All you have to do is have a ball.
Well, we can actually come up with, if that area is not satisfactory, we can come up with another area that would fit in.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's not much of a footprint that we can't stick it somewhere, get it in there somewhere. So,
And, doesn't necessarily have to have concrete other than bouncing it the first 3 times.
No.
After that, it's just dodgeball. So it's. Could probably save a lot of money if we did.
Well, it has to stay on the ground. You're hitting it on the ground.
oh, okay.
It bounces on the
But
ground.
you can do it, I've seen. it
So
in
when
dirt.
he said
It's a
mulch or
dusty mess.
something, you can't do that.
Kid.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
if it's like that, you're gonna have to have some sort of a
But if
contract.
it's
has to
mowed
roll,
grass,
yeah.
I can see how that would work, because we've done that before at church camp too, but it has to be, and dirt would,
Dirt, it's
Not
just
big.
dirty mess.
Yeah.
Zane played it up. at-
Well, if you got grass, it'll turn into dirt if
Yeah.
they use it much.
and you would hate to weed eat inside of
Yeah,
that and
I'd
all
say
that, so
concrete.
So, yeah,
concrete's almost a must.
okay,
Asphalt, I mean, I guess asphalt.
Yeah. Just something solid, yeah.
okay. Well, that helps me understand what we're talking about, so I can look at it and see.
Kids love it, they really do.
I wonder how many
thought it
bags
was
of
bags, yeah,
concrete
maybe.
that would take instead of having it poured.
No, it won't, it will be poured from a truck.
Or you say you'd like to do
I
this?
know, leave a wheelchair.
See those people that just forget them. They're bringing the concrete in, the bags are cheaper and they just throw the whole bag. They don't even mix it. They just throw the bag.
Pour water on it, yeah.
Could be added into his budget.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Ho, ho, ho.
Do you have an idea of a replacement for myself?
That's what I
Yes.
was about to say.
I've talked to somebody, they said that they would be interested, and so I'm gonna forward that on to the mayor and see if he is, I think he's interested, if they were, so,
Awesome.
yeah.
That's good.
So I've got to talk to him. I haven't had a chance to talk to him about it yet, because I talked to that individual today,
Okay, well, good.
so.
Will be so sad.
Hey, I'll
But
still be
we-
working with you all.
I know.
Somebody else will just have to
If we
present
need
to the
money,
city council
no,
now.
you're
not-
gonna-
Oh, gosh, yeah. Who's actually gonna be? Danae, can you present for us? Oh, God. Do double duty.
One of these days I'll make it.
That's right. You've been on the hard work. Do you know?
About 17, 18, I don't know. It's been a long time.
I knew this a long time. I mean, mine was 13, so I can't
It's been a
imagine.
long time.
I'm trying to remember how long, it had been a while. I've been here 20, so.
Wow. Goes fast.
The 20th this month, actually.
Well, today,
That's
thank
my
you for
20th
all your
anniversary.
Service.
Yeah.
Awesome.
David, I think
Thank
you've been here almost as long as I have.
Close, I mean. Trying to think of, it.
Do you know who you replaced?
Well, Karen was
Oh, that's right.
here before, but
Yeah, I was here with Karen.
Wow. So you've been
This
on it
year.
that long too?
I was here with Karen was.
Wow.
Yeah.
they Karen and we had a,
Lisa,
Lisa Sills, that's who I took this spot. Mhm.
Yeah.
Denisa Hatfield.
I don't remember being on. with her,
Denise
so-
was, yeah, she was
Mary
here.
Wally.
Mhm.
Who?
I know who that is. I
There was,
don't think she was on when I was on, so that might be.
There was a lady that lived down on,
Time frame.
Oak Park Boulevard. Blank on her name now, shouldn't. She was on there for a year or two, I think, after I first came here. Old age is getting me.
Oh,
man.
I'm sorry. I knew he'd been here a long time. I just didn't know
Yeah,
how
it's been a
long.
long time.
Wow. That's awesome.
Back on my son was actually back down there playing little league and stuff.
Wow.
Goes fast.
Anybody have anything else? Get a motion to adjourn,
I'm not sure adjourned.
second,
And I'll second. as the
Oh.
last
all right,
Oh, today.
all in favor, aye,
Bye.
meeting adjourned 6:01 PM.
All right.
Congratulations.